Officials of the Center City Development Corporation say the agreements eliminate any question of the financial feasibility of residential development in the Marina and Columbia areas following Proposition 13's passage. Chappelle Government Housing and the investment firm of Goldrich Kest and Associates will develop part of the area, Part E Construction and San Diego Federal Savings and Loan the rest. When completed by the 1987 target date, the ambitious facelift will provide about 2,000 new housing units. 15% of them will be for low and moderate income families, with 40% of those units designated as low income.
With the concept that we have, since there are a number of buildings, I would put it this way, that 1 or 2 units within a building of 8 or 10 units could well be low and moderate income. In other words, complete integration, not a separate building off in a corner.
The 50-acre project will cost the city $41.5 million, and some of the land acquisition could begin as early as next month.
It will generate a tremendous number of jobs during construction and permanent jobs, as well as providing a place for people to reside in the downtown area closer to work, can reduce vehicle miles traveled and pollution by having people live downtown, that can work downtown. I mean, I can go on and on and on and ramble in these kinds of things that are positive regarding housing in the downtown area.
Trimble admits that some residents and businesses will be forced to move, but says the corporation will assist in the relocation effort. An environmental impact report still must be issued and approved by the City Council. Dave Cohen, News 8, downtown San Diego.
It's not much to look at right now. The Horton Plaza redevelopment area still bears the stigma of decay. But when Ernest Hahn looks down these streets, he sees a bustling commercial center full of shops, theaters, restaurants, and people excited again about the inner city. Hahn is the contractor, builder, and chief visionary of a project that will replace the parking lots and ramshackle structures of the lower Broadway area with a 3-level mall and a complex of retail, recreation, and living space. The Horton Plaza, in Ernest Hahn's mind's eye, is a very different place from the seedy refuge of itinerant preachers and down-and-outers that assaults the camera's eye.
We're standing really now in the enclosed mall area, and the entrance is just forward, perhaps just a little. We're going to obviously have a lot of landscaping and a lot of trees, more than even you see in the park here. We'll do it in more concentrated areas and make more of a statement than the way it is expressed here. We're looking at an old park in a rundown condition.
As he surveys the Horton Plaza scene, Hahn predicts that the sheer economic weight of the project will force out the marginal businesses and their clients.
This is the general area here in which the ice rink would occur, and we'll have the large glass exposure of the ice rink and the amphitheater up towards Broadway, which will create a lot of visual excitement looking in from Broadway. And of course, over in that direction, we're looking towards retailing and the restaurants and the start of the air-conditioned envelope moving to the south.
Hahn already has commitments from 3 major department stores willing to locate in the center: Robinson's, Buffum's, and Mervyn's. A 4th store is still being sought. But Hahn is relying on bakeries, antique shops, fruit stands, and sidewalk cafes to breathe life into the downtown again.
Back in that area here, which is almost behind Central Federal, will be a series of restaurants and restaurant terraces and one of the major department stores. The other major department stores would be located behind these buildings here in that general area, with 2 more back towards Market Street.
Hahn is the first to say that a downtown shopping center alone will not be enough to resurrect the inner city. It takes people. The Horton Plaza project will include townhouses, and the nearby Marina housing project, located just to the southwest of the mall complex, should populate the downtown with new life.
I think the interesting thing is that across the street, most of these adult entertainment spots you see will disappear under the new ordinance. And then just a block away is the gas lamp district, and that's already under redevelopment now.
One of the Horton Plaza structures that is on the preservation list is this building at 4th and E.
Well, looking across the street, you're looking at the Balboa Theater with its quite unique tower and tile, and that will remain. Obviously, it will be renovated, and it'll become part of the total plaza project, but it will be continued to be used for a theater of one type or the other.
And heading towards Market Street, Down sidewalks seldom traveled these days by suburban shoppers will be the mall itself.
There'll be some entries into the mall from here, and because the mall continues level from Broadway, the mall will really be above our head, the main level of it. And what you'll be looking at down in here is entries into the parking lot and into the parking structure, which there are two levels lie beneath the main building.
It's still only a vision, the image of a downtown that draws people to it, not just to work, but to play and to live. It's a vision that a man like Ernest Hahn must communicate to people if he is to see it ever become a reality. Carol Kendrick, News 8, Downtown.